Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Zach from Press X to Crit, and we're back again with a new video. And today we're talking about Resident Evil. That's right, Capcom just had their second showcase for Resident Evil Village and sort of Resident Evil 25th anniversary stuff. But it's mostly, I think, to promote Resident Evil Village, which will be coming out in May of this year. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it because we watched the showcase and might as well. So, they started off the showcase by showing off a brand new trailer, which it's pretty much more the same. We got to see the vampire lady something hard to say. I can't remember. She's tall. Everyone's into it. She's probably gonna die pretty early because of how much they've been showing her. We saw the other guy with the glasses and the hat. Pretty sure he's her brother. I think they said that in the trailer. Don't know if that was a new thing or not, but it seems like they're more of like a family because there's her. She said her brother was playing games with you. There's someone called the mother. So I think it might be like a family thing running the whole town, like the castle and everything. We got to see a bit more like the werewolves. I mean, they had a couple more, or they had some werewolf stuff, but I don't know if in the last trailer they showed off that much werewolf stuff. But this one, it was like they were dropping the word lichen like everywhere and stuff. So yeah, definitely leaning on the werewolves. But then you also have the vampires. So it seems much more European kind of horror folklore rather than like, just zombies and stuff like that. After the trailer, they announced the second demo for Resident Evil Village, which is kind of doing the thing that they've been doing for the last couple Resident Evil remakes, where you get to play a demo for a limited amount of time. So it's 60 minutes, so you get a whole hour. And but there's two different like demos. There's the castle demo and the village demo. So like you can like mix it up. I think you might be able to do a full hour in each. I'm not sure, but I took away that you could play either of them for an hour, or like if you want to play a half hour in one and a half hour in the other. But like you only got an hour. It's possible you got 2 hours, but there's a chance. I'm not sure. It was a little confusing on that. So if you're on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, on April 17th, you'll be able to play the Village demo from 5 p.m. Pacific time till 1 a.m. Pacific time, and you only get 30 minutes. So you have 30 minutes to play the Village demo on April 17th if you're on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Then on April 24th, you get 30 minutes to play the Castle demo from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. So PlayStation players are able to play the game, a week to 2 weeks early, but you get 30 minutes in each of the two demos. And then on May 1st, every other console, except for like Nintendo, because they're not doing it, but all the other ones like Stadia, Steam, PC, Xbox, they're gonna get to play it for an hour. And then I think they have to split it up between the other two depending on how they want. Like they could do a full hour in one place or full hour in the other place. Like full hour in the village, full hour in the castle if they want. While PlayStation 4 players, if they do the early access form at least, are only able to access it for 8 hours on the given days, like the village day and then the castle day. And they only can play a half hour in each place. So yeah, that's cool. Demos are cool. I might check it out. I have a PS4, so I might do the early access thing, get 30 minutes each, because that'd be a cool video. Maybe do that. Just run the 30 minutes each time, and yeah. So check back if you want. That's something you want. The next thing I got a little excited about until they announced what it was, because the whole thing I was watching this showcase for was because I really, really, really want Resident Evil Village to be a VR game. I want the option to play it on PSVR, or maybe if they bring it to PC, which they didn't do with Resident Evil 7, because Resident Evil 7 is by far the coolest VR game I've played. I've played the whole game through in VR, and it is one of the best things I've done. I freaking loved it. It's the best game on PSVR. It's the best game on Oculus Rift, Quest 5. I don't care about no Half-Life Alyx. Just want to play more Resident Evil on VR consoles. So I was really excited. They said they had a new thing, something new they were announcing. that had been requested. And since, I pay attention to VR stuff, I'd noticed a lot of people had been mentioning it, but that's not what it was. And I was massively let down. Instead, they're doing Mercenaries mode, which is something they've done in the past, which apparently a lot of people like. I had never even heard of it before. So it's like an arcade kind of like shooty thing where you get like points. Your goal is to get points and run through the level as fast as possible. And they're showing off. It looks cool. It looks like what it reminded me of, which I'm sure it plays totally different, was House of the Dead, because it looked like there was just enemies kind of running at you and you're shooting them. But I think you do have like free range movement. Like I don't think it's on rails or anything like that. So I think it's totally different that way. But that's just what the look of it kind of gave it to me, with like the points shooting up and the life bars they had. But they were showing off that you get like a merchant in this time, or in Resident Evil Village for the first time. I think they said in Mercenaries, so you will be able to buy stuff between each, like, I guess there's like runs or levels or something. But yeah, so that looks cool enough. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that at all. And like I said, I was bummed it wasn't VR support. Then they showed off some anniversary stuff, and it was just kind of people saying like nice stuff about the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. I mean, so yeah, that was fine. Didn't really care much about that. But they finished it off. They finished off the whole showcase by showing off Oculus Quest 2 popped up on the screen, and I got really excited again. And then instead of announcing VR support for Resident Evil Village, they announced VR support for Resident Evil 4. So Resident Evil 4 will be on the Oculus Quest, and they're showing it off a bit more next week. Oculus is doing a game event thing. Resident Evil 4 on Oculus. I've never played Resident Evil 4 because I'm fairly new to the series. I've played like the remakes and 7. 7 was really what got me into it because of the VR support and stuff. So I'm really excited to see Resident Evil 4 come to VR. I'm probably going to play that. It's a little weird that they put it in VR, especially with the rumors of, and like kind of confirmed with that leaked document from Capcom, that we're getting a remake of Resident Evil 4 anyway. So it seems a little weird to sell Resident Evil 4 like a year or so before you're going to sell Resident Evil 4. I mean, I guess it's different markets, because I don't think that many people are going to buy it for the for VR, and a lot more are going to buy it for like the remake version. So I mean, it's cool. That was the biggest announcement that I was excited for. I'm definitely going to play Resident Evil 4 in VR. And even if it doesn't look great, I mean, it's in a VR game, so games are going to look slightly worse, but it's going to be a cool way to experience it for the first time. And I really hope the main reason I haven't played 4, I tried to play 4 once, was because the controls, they're just too outdated for me. I know they're better than standard tank controls, but they still felt like such a slog to just move around and do anything that it kind of put me off. But now playing in VR, I think they're going to have to completely change that, because being stuck in VR, like VR controls it's like something that's a big deal. Like you need to get the controls for VR right, whether it'll be like teleportation, like mechanics, or free reign. Like it's going to be different than what's on the base release version of Resident Evil 4. And I think that's going to be a big help to having me actually get through it. So that's awesome. Really hope it's not teleportation. I hate teleportation in VR. So yeah, that was the second Resident Evil Village showcase. And yeah, we got 2 cool announcements, I guess, for Resident Evil fans. You get Mercenaries and Oculus Resident Evil 4. More excited for the Resident Evil 4, but the Mercenaries thing looked like a fun thing to do like once or twice, and maybe you'll get into it and play it more. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Maybe there's huge fans of it and they're going to love it, but it's cool that that's there. The trailer kind of looked like just another Resident Evil Village trailer. I mean, we've kind of seen what they got for that. I don't think they're trying to spoil too much, but it still kept me interested. The setting and the story looks interesting, and they showed a little bit more of Chris there at the end doing evil stuff for the first time or something. I don't know. So yeah, just wanted to talk real quick about the Resident Evil showcase and talk about what I liked, what I thought about it, what I'm looking forward to. And yeah, still no VR support for Resident Evil 8. And I'm worried that they're gonna just hold off until the PSVR 2 comes out, and it'll be like a big like update thing where they're bringing it to it. I think that Sony might have worked out that deal. But I'm getting to the point where I think either they're holding off until the PSVR 2, which would be a bummer because I really want to play Resident Evil Village, but I don't want to play it unless it's in VR because I think that's going to be the best way to play it. I don't want to spoil the story for myself before that, but they might just be holding off for the PSVR 2, or they might just not be doing it at all, which I think would just be just a shame because they made something really special for VR, and to see them just not go back to it, I think would be just unfortunate. So yep, that's it. That's the whole showcase. That's what I thought. That's the video. Do the like, dislike stuff, subscribe, follow, leave comments, let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one.